There's a Carroll County in almost every state in the Union, I think, all of them named for the same fellow, Charles Carroll, the last surviving signer of the Declaration of Independence. This is our Carroll County in Mississippi. Without having to travel from state to state and compare, I can say with a degree of assurance that you won't find another Carroll County anywhere like ours. Well, it's not the first red light anywhere in our Carroll County, for one thing. It's famous in song. It's the setting for Porter Wagner's country hit, The Carroll County Accident. Maybe if they'd have had a red light, it wouldn't have happened. This is where Ode to Billy Joe's Carroll County Picture Show was located. Bluesman Mississippi John Hurt was from Avalon in Carroll County. He named one of his songs Avalon. Matter of fact, that's how he was rediscovered in the 1960s. A blues fan came looking for him in Avalon, the place he had recorded about in 1928. We're in the backwoods without being backward. Some of our best getaways are built around some of the most progressive flood control thinking. At the edge of the hills, before flowing down into the flat Mississippi Delta, are retaining lakes like this to hold back the winter rains to keep the Delta from flooding. And they've attracted folks like Tony Adams from nearby Greenwood to build runaway cabins out here.
We just love the quietness, the trees. It's just a nice getaway place.
We are partly in the Delta.
That's Clarence Pierce. He lives in Vaden, in the eastern part of the county. The town's still populated with Victorian homes and the 3-day-a-week running domino game. Clarence isn't a domino player.
I'd rather read a good book.
Tom Doolin plays, though. He grew up in Vaden.
It was a great place to live in, to grow up in, and be a child in. It ain't a bad place to live now if you want just a quiet, peaceful life to live.
Now, don't get the idea that this is just a sleepy little place, though. Right up the road from Vaden is an L Corporation, and the hydraulic reservoirs and steel fuel tanks they fabricate here go all over the world. Manager Randy Watkins says Carroll County, with Interstate 55 running north and south through it, is the best place in the world for his factory.
We're really blessed to be in Carroll County. There's several things that have helped us to be so successful here. The main being the highly skilled workforce that we have here. We also have a very industry-friendly board of supervisors, and being in the Holmes Community College district, we have a lot of support from them in training and in the programs that they're teaching. We pull a lot of excellent students out of Holmes Community College.
Toward the western part of Carroll County are its two other incorporated towns, Carrollton and North Carrollton. They are not twin cities. They each have their own personality. Dr. Bernard Taylor is an educator in the county.
Carrollton, as long as I can remember, has been just exactly as it is today with the buildings and the homes and the churches. When we have people to come to the pilgrimage, the one thing that they tell us is that the town has such a setting to it that is so peaceful.
North Carrollton was always the rowdy cousin along the tracks compared to its more demure neighbor, Carrollton. But even it has settled down to as peaceful of an existence as the rest of the county now. J.Z. George School is in North Carrollton, named for one of Mississippi's most famous senators and statesmen of the 19th century. Education is where laid-back Carroll County gets aggressive. Ruby Miller, longtime school board member, explains.
A new gym has been built. A band hall has been built. A field house has been built.
But it's the rural areas, the woods and the quiet hollows, that we're most pleased with. Terry Trahan from South Louisiana is one of an army of hunters who populate Carroll County during hunting season. It's a family thing for him.
Bring the family up here to where you have a lot of memories later on, you know.
It's a family thing for Chris and Regina Gibbons, who both grew up in Carroll County and are raising their children here now.
It's the best of both worlds living here. You have Jackson 1 hour, you have Memphis 2 hours, Greenville, Starkville, so.
Natural resources are here, ripe and ready for market, like the overabundance of trees ready for harvest. Barry Dismukes with the Carroll County Forestry Association says there's a gold mine here waiting for the right industry to take advantage of it.
A mill or industry that could come in this area could get a lot of product, pine pulp or pine logs for lumber at a real reasonable rate, just because we had the supply.
There's hidden history, like Senator George's old family home, Coatesworth, and especially his intriguing law library on the grounds, ready for development as a cultural heritage center.
The Coatesworth Center will probably one day be as much of an attraction in Carroll County and Mississippi as Monticello is in Virginia.
And there's just the charm and the appeal of the county itself.
If I lived in Paris, France, I'd come back to Baden from time to time just because I want to come back and like the place.
Carroll County, Mississippi. Of all the Carroll counties in the nation, you won't find another one like this one. Easy to get to. There's not a red light in the whole county.